Someone wants to say hello. Cuckoo. My baby girl. She is now 9 months old and she wanted to say hi to all of you. Hello. Cuckoo, place. Go to place. Good place. Hi, my beautifuls. Welcome back to my channel. I am kind of starting to feel better after my surgery, and I am so thrilled to get back on track filming interesting videos for you. So let's get started. Today's video is about at-home dress code etiquette. I know that's like such a fancy term, but at the same time, it's very important because I personally believe if you don't look good at home for yourself, you will never look good for others. You will not be elegant for others, because elegant is how you carry yourself. As I said, if you have your house not in order, you're not elegant. That's not elegant behavior. If you dress funny, that's not elegant behavior, even when you're alone. And since I got married, I also understood the goodness of this. So I didn't move in with my husband until we got married simply, but I know some of you might be in relationships and you moved in. So if you move in with a guy, that is more an audience of looking elegant and sophisticated at home, and maybe you're struggling with this. So I thought I would help you on that matter like a bigger sister. So let's get started. Of course, the norm. If you haven't watched my weird intro in my previous video, make yourself a cup of coffee or tea and let's get started. So what is elegance at home? The first rule that actually is taught for me since I was young by my grandmother was the following: whatever we wear to bed is different from what we wear staying at home. And a lot of people after Corona, they got that mixed up. I think I already mentioned this in my previous video about how to look elegant at home or how to look good at home. That is quite an old video, but this is like the updated version from my side and the updated version after I got married. So kind of like playing in that schema of things. So the first thing, as I said, different clothes. What you wear at home, lying around home, sitting around home, very different than what you wear to bed. At Corona, that got mixed because we weren't used to staying at home. We used to get dressed to go out and then go back to bed mostly, or sit around before bed in our pajamas. And that's the first rule, to look good and to look elegant and to smell your best. That's numero uno. Numero due. It's very important, very, very important to not wear your old clothes because you are attached to them and you don't want to throw them away or give them to charity as homeware. No, 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 it's not. Your t-shirt that was from university that you loved it and went out with, that got like a small cut in it or is smelling dirty, please, if it is in good condition and it is not good for you anymore, you're not going to wear it out, give it to charity. Because homeware, you have to treat it as a sole entity. You have to shop for it. And I don't care what is the price you pay for that, because on a high level spectrum, you can wear expensive items or cheap items and still, it's just the mentality. So try to separate both. Wear at home stuff dedicated for the home, wear to bed stuff dedicated to bed, and stop repurposing your old clothes. That's just like stingy. Okay, so what else, Angie? Of course, I always suggest you invest in materials, and good materials for homeware is a must for comfort. However, I understand how that could be a little bit expensive, so I wouldn't tell you expensively pay for wool or cashmere or silk, although if you can do that, of course do it without a question. But you can go for some 100% cotton or 100% viscose, or a blend between viscose and cotton. You can also have linen at home. All of these are okay, but don't go with polyester because that will make you smell bad, and we don't want to smell bad. We don't want to smell bad outside. We also don't want to smell bad inside. That's just not a good, overall look. You will not look elegant if you smell ugly fugly, so stay away from that. Okay, Angie, give us ideas what to wear to bed versus what to wear at home. I think there was an age where I told myself, I'm a grown-up lady, and I took all my pajamas that had cartoon characters, shoved them in a big bag, and went to the charity box here and put them on. And that should be your decision too, because that's the thing. We wait until we are dating someone to start wearing sexy stuff to bed.
and we end up buying them, we end up not wearing them, and they just stay in a drawer full of sexy stuff. But the reality is, wearing sexy stuff is a lifestyle. It's not something that you do for a partner or you do last minute because you want to do it last minute. What you need to think about is, if you are a person that envision yourself with the sexy lingerie under your office wear, you live that. You don't wait for a partner to look like that. You live that immediately. And what I would recommend you do is, lingerie is a big category. Buy cheaply from each category one item. What do I mean by big category? There are those silk dresses that have like cutouts. There are also the sets, which is like a bra and an undie. There is also the bodysuit. There is also the corsets. There is also the fishnet stuff. Like, there is a huge line of that. And I don't judge, you know, because looking sexy has nothing to, like, it has to do a little bit of elegance, but it also has to do a lot with your preference in general. So I wouldn't tell you wear this and not that. And I see some people saying this, but to bed, honestly, it's a very, very private and a very, very unique thing for you. So I would recommend buy a cheap item from lingerie, one per item. Try to sleep in bed with one every day and see which ones you are more comfortable in. Once you crack that, you will know what from the lingerie category you feel good about yourself in, and it's also comfortable to sleep. And from then onwards, you will be so happy to wear that. If you want to know my preference, I am more of like a silk, like shorts and blouse kind of person with cutouts. I'm also into silk dresses with lace or cutouts. I'm also into general dresses that have like nets, or this is my type, and I'm very comfortable in this. I'm not a big fan of the corsets or the bra and underwear to sleep. Basically, a question will pop up. What if I don't want to wear sexy stuff, sexy lingerie, Angie? Absolutely okay. Invest in pajamas and make sure, like, buying pajama sets, and I said that in my previous video. Sets meaning like the packaged ones that has a short, a top, a robe, and a pant. So you can wear it actually in winter and in summer. You can wear it when you stay over at someone's place, and this is very important. One of the major rules for you as a guest etiquette. I made a video about that before, but it's important to not wear your flashy lingeries or pajamas that are open. So I would save my long pants and top with a robe with me when I'm going somewhere to sleep at someone's place. Very important. Like, don't skip on that. Another thing that you can look into are sleeping dresses. This is somehow have a fine line to look like a grandma, because most grandmas wear these. They're very comfortable, but some designs can be very elegant. Just opt for something that has no patterns, because that usually makes it look like granny style. So something without patterns and without the weird bow here, that's just not elegant. But you can have like a simple cut for these, and it would also look nice and it would look feminine. Another thing for sleeping, it's important to make sure that everything is in the same color palette. That's why I say purchase them in sets, better than purchase, like, you know, shirts alone, shorts alone, and trying to pair, because you will be too tired to pair them. So better, I always fold the set together and keep it together and wear it together. That's the best way. I also ran into something, because when I lost weight, I almost lost all my pajama sets that I had. So I had to, you know, purchase newly stuff, and it was kind of out of my budget at that time. I was preparing for the wedding and everything. So I ended up buying 2 main robes, and I paired them with everything. So I bought one black, very basic, and one white, very basic. And depends on what I'm wearing, I mix and match. That could also be something if you don't want to invest in something very expensive. If you don't want to also invest in a lot of pieces, you can get basic black, basic white, basic beige, basic gray, and you will be able to mix and match and not look odd. That's also a possibility. So think out of the box, but try to make a detox of your sleeping closet and make sure to focus on this, because that is the essence of femininity. If you start there, your life is going to transform. I am telling you. For loungewear, it's really, really character based and where you live, kind of. Okay, what sets that? If you live ground floor where you have a garden, you will have to wear something a little bit stronger of a material than if you live in an apartment. If you have housekeepers, different than if you live completely alone or with your partner. If you have kids, definitely different than. So it depends on that. What you wear for a lounge, what activities you do around the house is very important to dictate this. For me, I love what Kim Kardashian wears. I know she's not like an elegance guru or anything, but the idea of the basic dress, bodycon dress, on top of it a long cardigan is my absolute favorite cup of tea, because this is very, very relaxed, but looks put together and elegant and very sleek. It's like the it girl kind of outfit. At the same time, your shoes, I talked about that I think before. There is house shoes and there is bed shoes or bedroom shoes that are like a little bit on the sexy end. And of course, I live now in a small apartment, so there is nowhere where I can transition. But at least I know that I have slippers for the bathroom, different from the home slippers. And when I get to the bed, automatically I take off my home slippers and then wear them in the morning because I don't have a bigger space. So you fit your lifestyle. The whole idea of this, I'm not into making videos where I tell you do this and that, but I can tell you that tips regarding different lifestyles, and you see what fits for you. And I will be so happy to actually plan something. Let me know in the comment section below to have like consultancy for you guys if you want me to help you set up your own capsule for home. It depends on your lifestyle and budget. I'll be super delighted to do so. Make sure to subscribe for more, like this video, and make sure to turn notification bell. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Follow my podcast, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.